videos, we've seen evidence, we have evidence that Pakistan is behind. I personally believe that we are dealing with all these major issues in Afghanistan because of Pakistan. India has always been good to us. They've been a true friend. They've been very sweet and helpful and kind to our people who were refugees in India. Every Afghan that I've met in my life that were in India before, they've always spoken very good about Indian people and about how they were treated in India. I was in Afghanistan for the past 8 months, and then all of a sudden, when things changed and the Taliban came to Kabul and they took over, I was left with no choice but to leave Afghanistan, and we left in a very uh, you know difficult manner. It was a very challenging for me and for my fiance, because I have been a besides the fact that I'm a singer, I've also been a very outspoken women's rights activist in Afghanistan. And especially for me, it was difficult because by the time we wanted to leave, there was like Taliban checkpoints all over the place. And, we were very scared to be caught alive. And the major challenge was, the journey from home to the airport. That's where the problem was. And then, but fortunately, we made it to the airport and we were evacuated by the American Army airplane, a C-17. There was my fiance and I with a few other 100 people who were all like American passport holders, and we were, I guess, the lucky ones. My hope is for the international community to not forget about Afghanistan and to not forget about the Afghan nation, because it's not their fault. They're living in misery right now, and millions of people in Afghanistan, including children and women, they don't deserve what they're going through right now. I personally believe that we are dealing with all these major issues in Afghanistan because of Pakistan. I mean, Taliban, by now, all of us, we know that Taliban are being funded by Pakistan. They're being, instructed by Pakistan. Their bases are in Pakistan. This is where they get trained. So I hope that the international community, first of all, if they cut their funds and they don't give funds to Pakistan, they won't be able to have enough money to fund Taliban further. I do absolutely. I blame Pakistan because it's not, it's by now over the years, we've seen, videos, we've seen evidence, we have evidence that Pakistan is behind, empowering Taliban. Absolutely. Every time our government, would catch a Talib, they would see the identification and it would be a Pakistani person, so it's very obvious that it's them. And I do blame them, and I hope that they back off and they don't interfere in the politics in Afghanistan anymore. You know what? On behalf of the entire nation of Afghanistan, I want to express my utmost gratitude to India, and I want to say thank you because over the years we have realized that the only good friends amongst the neighborhood that we had, it was India. India has always been good to us. They've been a true friend. They've been very sweet and helpful and kind to our people who were refugees in India. Every Afghan that I've met in my life that were in India before, they've always spoken very good about Indian people and about how they were treated in India very kindly and very nicely. So we are grateful forever, and once again, thank you, India, for everything that you guys did for our country. I am truly disappointed with the guy, with the president, the way he left Afghanistan in the hands of a bunch of Pakistanis, and he just let down our people. He let down our country. He let down our armed forces, our military. I mean, how could they fight on without any leaders? If there's no leaders, there's no military. So it was very sad and very upset. I'm actually pissed off with him for what he did. That was very coward of him to do something like that. I remember even until the day we were leaving, and until the 15th of August, even in the afternoon, he was still giving speeches, and he was promising people that everything is going to be okay, and we're going to fight and stuff like that. And within the next few hours, he just disappeared and left people.
हमारी ख्वाहिश क्या है कि वो ट्रांजिशन जितना स्मूथ हो सके उतना अफगानिस्तान की बेहतरी है, इसी में अफगानिस्तान की भलाई है। हमारी नजर इस वक्त अफगानिस्तान की आवाम पर है, क्योंकि हम समझते हैं कि उन्होंने 4 दहाइयों में बहुत कर्ब देखा है। हम समझते हैं कि 20 साल उन्होंने बड़ी भारी कीमत अदा की है, और हम नहीं चाहते कि वो मजीद कीमत अदा करे। हम चाहते हैं कि वहां खुशहाली हो, हम चाहते हैं कि वहां अमन हो। तो इसलिए हम अपना किरदार भी अदा कर रहे हैं, और हम चाहते हैं कि दीगर ममालिक भी अपना किरदार अदा करें। भारत से आप क्या तवक्को करेंगे? देखिए, उनका, हम तो इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी से बारहा कहते रहे कि देयर आर स्पॉयलर्स विद इन एंड देयर आर स्पॉयलर्स बियॉन्ड। तो वो कौन लोग हैं? वो कौन लोग हैं आप समझते हैं। और इस वक्त आज जो एक स्मेयर कैंपेन है, आपको कौन सा मुल्क ओवरड्राइव में दिखाई दे रहा है? आप मतलब है, आप साहिब नजर हैं और आप चीजों पे नजर रखते हैं, तो आप देख रहे हैं कि इस वक्त सन्नाटा और सफ़े मातम कहाँ बिछी है जी। और जी आपके इल्म में है कि कहाँ है। अब हमारी ख्वाहिश है कि नई दिल्ली पुरानी सोच को तर्क कर दे। और पुरानी सोच क्या थी? स्पॉइलर की। दुनिया के साथ अगर वो चलना चाहते हैं तो दुनिया क्या चाहती है? दुनिया चाहती है अमन, इस्तेहकाम, इंक्लूसिव गवर्नमेंट। और ये क्या चाह रही हैं? ये शोरोश को हवा देना चाह रहे हैं, ये लोगों को इंसाइट करना चाह रहे हैं। तो दुनिया को भारत पर, हिंदुस्तान पर यह दबाव डालना चाहिए कि वो जिम्मेदाराना किरदार अदा करे। इस वक्त वो गैर जिम्मेदाराना किरदार अदा कर रहे हैं।